What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my UFC on Fox 17 recap. It's a little late. I'm in Utah. Actually, we surprised my mother for her birthday. You gotta check out my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for footage. It was awesome. Now, first time for everything. This is my first ever shutout. I got 0, y'all. 0. All right, let's get into it. So I'm just going to recap now. First up, Carolina Kowalkiewicz got the unanimous decision against Randa Marcos. I totally agree. I watch Invictus, so I knew Carolina had the right stuff. I expected this to be a close fight. I think she hit harder than Randa expected. I think she was a little bit more active than Randa expected. Also, I think Randa underperformed. I really do. I don't want to take anything away from Carolina. She's a heady fighter, and she didn't fight smart. She got a little desperate. Her cardio wasn't quite there. Also, Carolina was landing some kicks. She was headhunting. She was one-shot, pot-shotting. She was kind of desperate, kind of grabby. And so I didn't expect that. I expected more improvement. She's training at TriStar, so I just felt like she didn't live up to her potential. But I don't want to take anything away from Carolina. Randa did get the second round. Third round, Carolina came out so loose and swarmed her with offense. Eventually, in the scramble, she got the mount and just, went off. So great win for her. Who would you like to see both women fight next? Next up, fight of the night. Nate Diaz got the unanimous decision against Michael Johnson. And as I always say, including in my prediction video, I love the Diaz brothers. And if you don't like the Diaz brothers, you take life way too seriously. And I found myself cheering for Nate. I couldn't help it. I like Michael Johnson, but he let Nate get into his head. They were going back and forth all week, and he kept his cool in the first round, had a great game plan, had a hard time getting within Nate's reach advantage, but he had some leg kicks. Nate wasn't checking him at first, but then he started to check him. Nate, I didn't pick him because he's unreliable. I love him, but he's unreliable. He looked great, came in shape, was there, was sharp, had the quickest jab. I think his jab got quicker. Nate, if you fight like this, I can pick you again. So, first round I think went to Michael Johnson though. Second and third round, Nate got in his head. Michael started headhunting, started talking trash back. Nate's a beautiful boxer. Used his reach to perfection. He just got stronger as the fight went on. Again, that jab so quick. I think he even busted Michael Johnson up. After the end of the fight, there was a couple of shots exchanged after the bell. I hope that neither one of them got punished because it was kind of mutual, and they both squashed it. So let me know if either one of them got punished for the shots that happened after the fight. But rounds 2 and 3, Nate Diaz. Afterwards, Joe Rogan asked him a question about the fight, and he went off about Conor McGregor. Joe had to stop him. He's like, unfortunately, we are on Fox, and I cannot let you continue. So let me know what you think about his win, his speech at the end. Great win for Nate Diaz. I found myself cheering against my own pick. Now, the next 2 fights I think had controversial stoppages. First, JDS versus Alistair Overeem. This ended in the second round via ref stoppage in favor of Alistair Overeem. I don't know how you score the first round. Such a low offensive output from both men because they were both cautious. Plus, they both have one-hit quitters. I think they were just really trying to find the timing. So it was a lot of movement, but not a lot of offense. I don't know how that first round goes. Second round, Alistair kind of loosened up. Started landing a lot of leg kicks. He landed a couple of shots, but again, low offense. A couple of body shots landed by Junior and some beautiful wheel kicks that didn't really land. But again, a little bit more. Eventually, Alistair landed, I believe, a left that knocked Junior. It hurt him, knocked him on his butt. He was stunned. You could see it. Alistair got on top, a couple of hammer fists. Now, here's the controversy. You can't look at the time. Referees can't look at the time. They just have to look at the action and think about the fighters. But JDS is a former champ. He has proven that he can go through hell. He can take a lot of punishment, okay? Yes, he was hurt. No, he was not blocking his face because he was standing up. He was. When he first landed back, he was stunned for a quick second. He immediately turned around to all fours, grabbed the fence, got to one leg, and was standing up. The ref stopped the fight. In between that, he was taking unblocked shots to the head. Yes, he was, but he was standing up. He was not out. I think this was a bad stoppage. There was only 20 seconds left. Again, that says nothing about the ref. They're not supposed to look at the time. But I feel like this could have gone on. Not to say that Alistair wouldn't have won anyway in 2 more punches. But I think at this moment, JDS was standing up. He was conscious. He was standing up. Immediately protested. He was up by the time that it was over. I disagree. I disagree with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan said, yeah, he's hurt. Good stoppage. No, this is a fight. If you stopped every fight once someone was hurt, every fight would end in like the first minute. We know JDS can go through it. He deserves the benefit of a doubt. Let me know what you think of that stoppage. Now, who would you think is next for both? Alistar looked great. I don't want to take anything away from Alistar. Now, main event, and still the UFC lightweight champion, Rafael dos Anjos. He defended successfully against Cowboy Donald Cerrone, and honestly, I feel like it was kind of another controversial decision. This stopped very early in the first round. Donald knew he had to start quick, and he did. He was controlling the momentum. He was moving forward. Soon as Rafael landed, though, he lost the momentum. He lost the motion. I was like, no. Rafael landed with a nice knee, then a nice kick to the body that really hurt Donald. Just stopped him. He was up against the fence. He was blocking as best as he could. Got to the ground again. He is blocking himself. I'm so glad Dominic Cruz was on commentary. And I wish he was there for the co-main event because I want to know what he would have said, but he nailed it. He said, when you get kicked in the liver like that, you stop. You have no choice but to wait it out. That's it. He said that's exactly what Donald Cerrone was doing. He was intelligently blocking his face, but he couldn't really move because he got kicked in the liver. Okay? He has to wait it out. Those shots that Dos Anjos was landing on the glove. I watched it several times. On the glove. Dos Anjos looks up at Herb and says, stop it. A couple seconds later, Herb does. I know he's known for early stoppages, but this is a title fight, and I feel this was early. This was early in my opinion. Not as bad as the early. Let me know what you think of both the stoppages in both the co-main event and the main event. Rafael looked great. I don't want to take anything away from him. He looked great. Who do you think is next for the champ? Because it's not going to be Donald, because unfortunately, it's not like he has to earn his way back. But there are so many lightweights who are right there who've earned the title shot. He just basically has to wait his turn. So let me know what you think should happen, what you think about the decisions in both the co-main event and the main event. How you done on your picks? Any injury updates? Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at JNello, just JNell, JNell Owens. Subscribe, like, talk to me, take care, and goodbye.